Welcome to another edition of Biro Sports Talk. I'm your host, as always, Biro. I just can't catch a break. As you can see, interact. Make sure you tag us, Biro Sports ST or Biro Sports Talk. Respond to either. And let's get a quick shout out to Evo Retro here. Oh boy, I can hear it. Stop it. There we go. All right. So, as I was saying, Evo Retro. Game protectors, Funko Pop protectors, gaming apparel, accessories, you name it, they have it. Definitely give them a like, check them out. There's a link in the description along with a channel basically that if you decide to purchase anything, maybe you can help me out as well. But as always, feel free to email us, birosportstalk@gmail.com. And of course, follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Long. So, first off, yes, got a haircut. Looks nice. Last week's pick'ems, I will say Tressa, you know who you are. You turned in your picks. You were 7-7, while the rest of us were 5-9. Not a good week. Not a good week at all. A lot of upsets last week. And sometimes that works out in people's benefit. So, congratulations. I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time you've won a week. Now, let's talk small little blurt here of baseball. We got Shohei Ohtani. I know his name, but for some reason it's blank for some reason. Shohei Ohtani, unanimous AL MVP. I think it was well worth it. He was a two-way star, all-star at both positions. He deserved it. Bryce Harper won the NL MVP. Second of his career. Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. finished second and third in the NL. In the AL, second and third was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Marcus Semien. So intriguing. All the same. Now, what to expect? So, on the title of the video, there's NFL picks, which we'll get to here in a second. We got, hey, Corbin, see you out there. But we also have news about the channel. So, the news about the channel is we will be definitely looking at streaming again. So by streaming again, I mean game streams, not necessarily just this talk show that we do. Because, let's show a little graphic real quick. Biro Sports Gaming. That was so not quick, but hoping to bring it back. Sports gaming will qualify for a lot of different things. If the game's competitive, I don't know if there's going to be much role-playing type games, so like a GTA or Red Dead Redemption. Could see some Halo, maybe some Call of Duty, but we'll see later on, We'll see later on, and quite frankly, we'll see. So, hopefully that will get going here shortly. Oh my goodness. So the NFL on taunting, turn away, don't risk penalty. this rule just I saw this pop up in recent news on ESPN, and I gotta say, you take away so much by having taunting in the game. Celebration is what makes the game great. That's part of the game is the taunting. And of course, they mentioned the fourth quarter flag 2 weeks ago. But, anyways, taunting's part of the game. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Aaron Rodgers can pretty much yell out, "I own you." But if a guy just stares at you, that's not. That's taunting, but not the "I own you." I mean, that's a very G rated version of it, but I just don't. I don't think there's room in the game of football for a penalty for taunting. Again, I feel like taunting is part of the game. They pretty much are saying just make sure you don't do any actions where you approach an opponent or his bench, and then do a gesture, posture, or otherwise demonstrate any verbal or physical. Like, sure, Aaron Rodgers was yelling at the fans, but if you're going to call it on these ridiculous things, it's the same thing. It's all right. I mean, as a Bears fan, of course I'm upset. I'm not going to let it get to me only because it's not worth getting upset. It's pretty much the same mentality of it's something out of my control. I can't control it. I just let it be. But if you're all ready, let's get straight into this week's picks. Oh man. You know, the one thing I will also say about Twitch and all that, it would be nice to have music. Be very nice. Obviously, being a poor person, not really poor, but needing to use my money on big adult purchases instead of hobby purchases. It kind of can't pay to have someone do like a theme or anything like that. But it would be nice to have some sort of music distraction. But let's start with tonight. So tonight for the NFL picks, you got New England Falcons. New England 6-4. The Falcons are 4-5. Just let me pull this up too. Perfect. We'll show. Yeah, that's what I want. So of course, I'm going with the Patriots. They look good. Mac Jones is putting it together. As a team, they're putting it together. As people were saying, Mac Jones in July was this rowdy college kid. Mac Jones this month looks like the Patriots way. Interesting thoughts, interesting feelings. I think Patriots get it. Sunday, you got your 1 o'clock games, of course. So let's go ahead and start with Bills, Colts at Buffalo. I think the Bills just are that much better. The Bills really shouldn't be 6-3, but they are. And with that, Bills beat the Colts. Baltimore at Chicago. Chicago failed the test, man. I'm not gonna lie. But Ravens can beat the Bears easily. Easily, Baltimore. Lions, Browns. Now the Lions unexpectedly tied last week with the Steelers. I really thought with Mason Rudolph the Steelers would do better, but it just shows you, even though a lot of people are writing Big Ben off, Ben Roethlisberger's doing pretty well, keeping them, you know, in it for a lot of games. But anyways, quit talking about that. Lions, Browns. Gotta go Browns, man. The Browns are a hot and cold team, and this is one that they should be hot. It's in Cleveland. Lions are just bad. Browns get it. Texans, Titans. Honestly, I still don't know how the Texans got that first win. Titans. I got Titans on this one for the win. Packers, Vikings. Now, looking at it, you got Green Bay, you got Vikings. Vikings surprisingly 4-5. I think the Packers get it though. 9-2 in the future, knocking the Vikings back again. Don't get me wrong, the Vikings will probably make it close, but I'm going Green Bay. Dolphins, Jets. Now here is one of the upsets I picked this week. I think the Jets will get this. The Dolphins, they just are falling apart. And the Jets seem to be doing all right for themselves. They got Joe Flacco starting this week. Yeah, they got demolished last week, but I think the Jets can get to three wins this week. Saints, Eagles, got to go the Saints, man. They're got a winning percentage on the road. The Eagles are 0-4 at home this year. That's a big stat to look at. I know it's 11 games in for some teams, but 0-4 is not good. Just like how you look at the Lions and the Texans being 0-4 on the road. Not good. Washington, Carolina. I am going with the Panthers. I think Cam coming back is such a great story. It makes it worth it. And I think that's who gets it. Your 4 o'clock games, as I skipped over one. 49ers, Jaguars, last 1 o'clock game. I'm going 49ers. They're just the better team. Trevor Lawrence and gang looked very well last week against the Colts, trying to mount a comeback, but 49ers are good away. Jaguars, if they're going to win, they're going to win because they're at home. But 49ers is my pick. This one, a lot of back and forth, even as I sit here. I'm tempted to change my pick, but I'm going with an upset. I'm going the Raiders over the Bengals. Both teams are at a critical point where they need this. They need a win. They need to do this. And I think Vegas experience plays a factor. Talent-wise, Bengals might have this one. But for some reason, the home team, I feel, gets the win. Dallas and Chiefs. Now, this one's rough. And I'll tell you why. Another game where I'm like, I could go back and forth, but a lot of things are telling me the Cowboys got it put together this year. They got a defense. The offense is clicking like it needs to. You got to look at Dallas in this win. Cardinals, Seahawks, believe it or not, I know Kyler Murray's questionable, DeAndre Hopkins is questionable, and last week they were questionable until, you know, basically game time. I think with so many questions in the air, they're 5-0 on the road. I'm still picking Seattle. I think Russ being back helps. I think letting him cook will be what needs to happen to win. The Cardinals have been on a free fall. They have talent, don't get me wrong. But I just think Russ will cook in this one. It will be close, and the Seahawks will pull off an upset. The 8 o'clock on Sunday night, you got the Steelers, you got the Chargers. Essentially the same. Steelers in the standings would be slightly higher only because of the tie. But I'm choosing the Chargers in this one. They're talented. They're skilled. Another team with a losing home record, which is weird. That's the big key here. I think the Chargers will win. Monday night, you got Tom Brady and his Kryptonite Giants. I'm telling you, Tom Brady wins this. He's going to put the rest in you can't win against the Giants talk. We all know it was Eli. Just let it go. Giants lose to the Buccaneers. Those are my picks. Patriots, Bills, Ravens, Browns, Titans, Packers, Jets, Saints, Panthers, 49ers, Raiders, Cowboys, Seahawks, Chargers, and Buccaneers. We are doing what we do, which is talking about sports. But man, we are halfway in the season for the NFL. But something very important to me has started and I haven't even talked about it yet. Basketball, man. The NBA is here. So let's talk about the NBA. These rosters will be interesting to see where they go from here. It's weird seeing the 10-team thing. Apparently the NBA liked the 10-team thing. I didn't like it, but so let's start with the East. The East, there's a team on top that doesn't make any sense. The Wizards. The Washington Wizards. You know, you got Bradley Beal, high scorer, Montrezl Harrell, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyle Kuzma, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. You know, they got guys. They do. They got guys. And they're winning. It's a shock, but man, they're winning and it's working. Oh, excuse me. But the Wizards are your team in first. Of course, the Nets are second, 11-5, followed by the Bulls. Great offseason as well. The Heat, Hornets. Here's another surprise though. In 6, you got the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are 9-7. Don't know how that's happening. Because you got Darius Garland, you got Colin Sexton, Ricky Rubio, which is probably helping a lot with his assist total. Yep, same with Darius Garland. Evan Mobley's doing pretty damn well for a rookie. Jared Allen's a great defensive guy. The one I'm a little disappointed about, only because of fantasy, is Lauri Markkanen. Only played 8 games so far. But you got a team, man. You got pretty balanced. Kevin Love's even scoring 10 points a game. Played 8 games. Cavs are 9-7. It's weird. And those are top 6. I mean, the Hornets are pretty good too, sitting there at 5. But here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. You got the Knicks, 76ers, Celtics, Raptors. Kind of who you expect. The Bucks are out of it right now. The Hawks are out of it right now. The Pacers are out of it right now. It's early. Then you got the Pistons and the Magic. Both expected to be on the bottom. We'll see if that continues. The Western Conference. Top heavy. Don't see as much balance towards the bottom. So let's go into it. I mean, Golden State, 12-2. Steph Curry, just doing what he does. I mean, he's very, very good. Very good player. And Klay Thompson's not even back in there, 12-2. Andrew Wiggins has played well. Jordan Poole has played well. Damian Lee's okay. Draymond's being Draymond pretty much. I'm just curious when Klay is supposed to be back. Here's a key stat. So this was 2 days ago. So it'd be Tuesday. Klay Thompson has been cleared for contact, began playing 5-on-5 Monday, and will do so again Wednesday, and I'm sure he's done it again today. So yeah, Warriors are just going to get better. Suns are second, we expected that. Jazz, Mavericks, Nuggets, Clippers in the mix. Trailblazers, Lakers, Grizzlies, Thunder, which is a little surprising. In your 7 through 10, Lakers would like to be higher, but they're just not meshing well, man. They just can't put it together. And that's what happens. I mean, you get talented guys together, like way too many talented guys. It's just not going to gel right. LeBron's hurt. Anthony Davis has played every game. Talon Horton Tucker, man, who's that guy? Scoring 23 a game. Yeah, he pretty much went off for 3 games, and that's it. But Westbrook's doing his thing. Carmelo's scoring. You know, they're doing what they need to be doing. LeBron's been out. Kendrick Nunn's been out. Don't know Reeves. Reeves is out. Yeah. Lakers just not gelling, man. Just not gelling. And, you know, in all sports, this is a very pressing issue, too. When you're 1-3 away, that's not good. If you're 5-6 in the conference, that's not good. Lakers are not looking good early on, and they'll turn it around. But 8th, it's not what they're playing for. The team surprising me right now, though, is the Thunder at 10. Thunder's always been a team that can make playoffs. They're not bad. But you have the Kings, Timberwolves, Spurs doing really bad. Pelicans, who should be in that 10 spot, but are terrible. Terrible. And the Rockets, who are even worse. Historically worse. I look at the Pelicans and I just... I look and wonder why Zion's nowhere in sight. He's hurt. I mean, he had surgery in the offseason. They did things without. They couldn't get Lonzo back or anything like that. Brandon Ingram's hasn't played much. Yeah, it makes sense now. Josh Hart's starting games, though. That's good for him, man. Good for him. But alas, I'm diving really deep in NBA. A lot of people come to watch just football. For I'm a basketball guy. Ooh, Ohio State's losing to Xavier right now in basketball. That's big. Might end up watching that after the show. Why not? Xavier undefeated on the year. Yeah, Ohio State's already had a close call with Akron. And I didn't think Akron was that good. But there you have it, everyone. Biro Sports Talk once again. Because they're pretty much my only sponsor, we might as well talk about Evo Retro one more time. Hey, is today going well? Yeah, today's going well, man. Things are working out. Things are things are being great. But as I said, the Evo Retro, if you need gaming accessories, you need Funko Pop protectors, game protectors, or just merch in general, say gaming attire, so like a Super Mario hat, hoodie. I have a Evo Retro hoodie. I love it. I wear it pretty much every night to keep me warm. But hey, great company. Definitely recommend 30% off Black Friday right now for them. So definitely give them a look. If you could use the link in the description, it helps me out as you help yourself. Anyways, as always, I'm your host, Biro. And as always, you can email the show at birosportstalk at gmail.com. Follow us on all platforms. I need I need to figure out a better setup in this new location, which is all part of the process, man. It's going to take a few weeks probably to figure it all out, but hey, I'm just glad for those who tuned in. I appreciate it. For those who will watch this later, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. I will see you next week. Hopefully we can get back to the 7 o'clock schedule. Probably could have done it at 7 today, but next week we'll probably do a Wednesday night show. Yes, that's right, Wednesday, because Thursday's Thanksgiving, and we should all be with our families on Thanksgiving. I mean, that's the key, right? We should all be with our family. So thank you. I will see you all next Wednesday.